Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Wilmington Wildcats Weekly here on the Christian Internet Sports Network, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Live tonight from Becker Field, Reitz Stadium, as the Wilmington Wildcats welcome in the Custer Comets in what is going to be a top 10 showdown here in 3A. Custer coming in at number 9 in 3A in the state of Illinois. Wilmington comes in at number 1, and this place is up for grabs. It has been a long time since I remember seeing a crowd like this at Wilmington. I mean, you could go back a number of years ago and some of the state tournament runs and having some large crowds out here for playoffs, but as far as a local game goes, this one tonight has maybe more fans than I can remember in a long, long time. Custer, of course, coming in and ready to get things rolling for their varsity program. It's been a slow number of years for the Comets, and they think they have something going this year, and they do. They're at 5-0 on the season. Wilmington also at 5-0, and something's got to give here tonight in Wilmington. All right, we have a bunch of stuff coming your way here on the pregame show here tonight. We'll talk about some scores from last week. We'll also preview games around the area tonight. And a little bit later on in the pregame show, we will also get to the interview that we have each and every week with the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Reitz. We'll do that here in just a little bit. Take our first break of the night. When we come back, look at some scores from last week and some matchups for tonight. We'll do that as Wilmington Wildcats Weekly rolls on here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
Back here on Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company, in front of a massive crowd tonight in Wilmington as the Comets are on the road to take on the Wilmington Wildcats again in a top 10 showdown. All right, a few scores to get to from last week throughout the ICE Conference. Wilmington, of course, 41-7 winners over Herscher. Custer defeated Piatone last week, 42-6. It was Coal City 24, Lyle 12, and Mantino defeated Streeter 42-28. Still fairly even around the conference as we get to the middle part of this year's schedule. Other scores from around the state: Morris blew out Marengo 42-0. It was Providence 35-33 over Woodstock Marion. Plano beat Johnsburg 27-26. It was Monticello 42, Pontiac 12. Moments defeated Dwight 34-6. Richmond Burton blew out Sandwich 55-6 last week. Byron 49-7 over North Boone. And Bill, who I get all of these scores and stuff from over at Catbackers each and every Wednesday night, he manages to throw in some interesting scores. A combined total of 137 points in one matchup last week saw Athens defeat Riverton 86-51. He actually put in a few scores that were over 100 points last week. Ottawa Marquette and Chicago Hope combined for 104, and Muskota and Jerseyville combined for 101 points last week. So not exactly a lot of defense being played across the state last week. All right, so other matchups going on around the area. Of course, Wilmington and Custer both at 5-0 matching up tonight. It's Herscher at 2-3 on the road at Lisle, who is 3-2. Coal City at 3-2 will be at 1-4 Mantino. Streeter at 3-2 will be at 3-2 Piatone. Other matchups around the area, Byron at 5-0 will be at 1-4 Rock Falls. Williamsville at 4-1 will be at North Mac, who's 3-2. JCA at 5-0 will be at 3-2 St. Lawrence. Morris also at 5-0 this year will be at 3-2 Canelan. Marengo at 3-2 will be at 3-2 Rochelle. Montini at 2-3 will be at Providence tonight, who is 3-2 on the year. Johnsburg at 0-5 will be at 0-5 Sandwich. Somebody's got to get a win there tonight. And Immaculate Conception at 5-0 will be at 4-1 Wheaton Academy. By the way, Immaculate Conception has now basically pushed up into 3A by request. So that will be interesting as the year goes along. So let's look at last week and also what's coming up tonight. And we'll try to keep you up to date as best we can on all of those scores as well as the broadcast moves along here on the network. All right, take another break. Come back. We'll come back in just a moment with our interview with the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Raints. We'll do that here in just a few minutes on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Warren's Collision Center is now at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. They accept all insurance companies, and as always, customer service is their top priority. Contact Warren's Collision at 815-458-3300, stop by online at warrenscollision.com, or visit in person at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. Warren's Collision Center is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Back here, Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Again, joined by the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Raints. And, Coach, it seems like for the first time this year that both sides of the ball put everything together. Your offense managed to roll up some points. Defense with a couple of pick sixes. You kind of had some things on special teams working, too. Yeah. All over the place, it seemed like everything was going right.
No, it was. I think we played a complete game. It was nice to get some points on the board. I know Herscher's struggling with their numbers a little bit, and I thought their kids played their hearts out. But we did some good things. I thought offensively, both James and Friddle and Hansen, all three of them, I thought ran the ball well. That means our offensive line did a nice job. And defensively, great to see the turnovers that our kids were getting. Real, kudos to Hansen and Bannis for returning interceptions for touchdowns, and that always helps. And then on special teams, we block a punt. We're able to get the turnovers, that we did, and then we got the onside kick. And so, like you said, it was a great all-around game for us. And that's the kind of game you need going into a big game like Custer.
Well, we talk each and every week now that there's a different kind of environment and a different challenge for you guys. You went from playing Piatone, who basically runs the same, more or less, same offense that you guys do, to going and facing our Herscher team that's a little bit different, to then facing a Custer team that's completely different from everything else.
No, it really is. They are. They're all over the place. They do a good job spreading the ball around. We're going to see all different types of formations and motions, and our kids got to be disciplined with what they're doing there. And offensively, we got to be able to control the ball, and we got to give them long field position. And if we constantly give them the ball with a short field, no doubt about it, we're going to be in trouble. But we got a lot of respect for them. When you watch them on film, you see how many weapons they have. And for us, we got to play good, solid football. But you got two undefeated teams playing. Two towns that are close to one another. So it'll be a great atmosphere come Friday night and we're looking forward to that challenge.
I had just a procedure question from game management stuff. I know a couple of weeks ago you guys were running early, and you went ahead and started that thing at 6:40, whatever. You're on the road at Herscher.
Right.
Things get done early, and it seems like they waited that 20 to 25 minutes. Yeah. Is that a home field thing where somebody gets to decide that, or do they ask you?
You're exactly right. No, it's a home field thing, and we had a little miscommunication. I thought we were coming out, right after the Frost-South game. Mm-hmm. And as it ends up, we're ready to come out, and their AD comes up and says, hey, we're starting at 7. And so now we got to, we've got the kids all fired up, and now we got to calm down and then come back out again. So, it is the home team has that opportunity to make the game whenever they want. They can run it 20 minutes after the Frost South game or 7 o'clock. When we were up at Marengo, they told us no matter what happens with the Frost South game starts at 7. Okay, well, we know that going in. And so usually they're pretty good with communication, and it ended up being no big deal, but that's how it does work. You are correct. Yep.
All right, so then coming back to the Reed-Custer matchup and this idea of facing this 4 and 5 wide front at times, which I know you kind of seen a little bit of variation of that real early in the year. Mm-hmm. How much work goes into completely changing one defensive set to the next?
It does. I tell you what, from a coaching standpoint, it takes a lot of work. You got to, you got to make sure that all the guys are covered. From their standpoint, they're trying to get their athletes by themselves sometimes, and sometimes they're trying to get a lot of guys around their athletes, just trying to make plays, and so they do a good job of faking, of just trying to deceive you, and you just gotta, you gotta recognize, you gotta take time and recognize what's going on. You can't take a play off and daydream, because that's where they'll get you. And they do a really good job too of countering, meaning they're going to run the ball in a certain formation one way this time and another time, and then they're going to do it another time, and all of a sudden they're going to come back. What used to be a sweep play, now they're throwing it to the single receiver on the backside. You can't go to sleep on that stuff. And so, but the flip side of that is, if you're able to get them 3 and out, that means they didn't run a lot of clock. You got the ball. Can you run clock to keep their offense off the field? So it really is two different offenses going against each other, trying to win that war.
Have you seen new wrinkles from them, like week to week, as you look at game film? Are they throwing in new things every week, or is it kind of the same stuff?
No, Coach Klein, their offensive coordinator, he's done that. He very easily could come out early and throw something in that we've never seen. Mm-hmm. And so, and we talk about that as making sure you keep everything in front of you. Don't let somebody get behind you. And so they do a good job with that stuff. And so, you just got to make sure defensively that you're sound in everything that you're doing.
All right, and then just for a minute about that lower level. I know we were talking about the freshmen, that freshman group, and then your Frost-Soft group too.
Mm-hmm. No, they're doing great. We're still trying to find one more freshman game if we can. We're a little banged up freshman-wise. But our freshmen, the good thing is with all our success with the Frost South kids who are doing great, they've won every game by at least 20 points or more. That means our freshmen are getting time in, at least in the second half. And so we're getting reps that way. And so we'll see how our health is coming up. Maybe we're able to get another freshman game here toward the end of the season, which would be great. And but we're getting a lot of guys reps, and our kids are doing really good from a program standpoint of view.
And then, again, with the health thing, you guys in the varsity level, where you stand there?
We're doing good. Obviously we're still thinking about Humphreys, who had surgery this past week. But everything has been good. I mean, here we are going into week 6, and which is amazing that we're in week 6.
For sure.
And, as a head coach, you always break down the season into thirds. And so 2/3 of the season as of Friday will be over. Mm-hmm. And then you go into those final 3. But we're very fortunate, knock on wood, that we got health-wise, we're doing very well.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight in this one, and we'll talk to you in postgame.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate it.
Coach Jeff Reins joining us here on Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company, as we get set for football tonight from Wilmington High School. And as you can tell, man, everything is revved up. There are thousands, and I mean thousands, of people here tonight. This place is packed on both sides, fans ringing both sides of the field, and we have the Cats about ready to come down through their hill and through maybe the largest line of fans in a long, long time. There's got to be probably, 30 motorcycles in the end zone. And here come the Cats down through the field. I'll just let you listen to this for a second. So everything ready to go. It's going to take a long time to get everybody off this field and through that little gate. But they're going to do just that. And we will get set for football tonight from Wilmington High School. Reed Custer choosing to stay away until all the hoopla is over and done with, as they will approach from the other end zone, and we'll get set to get this game underway tonight. Wilmington will be in those gray jerseys, white helmets, white pants. Reed Custer will be in the all-white uniforms with black helmets tonight, and we will get set for opening kick here momentarily. Fireworks still going off in the distance. All of the motorcycles still revving. Broadcast tonight as well. We welcome all in watching that all over the place, and you can tell that it is an atmosphere tonight. This is like a late stage playoff atmosphere. Not only that, but this might be a preview of a playoff game somewhere down the line. Both of these teams in 3A at the moment. That's if Wilmington stays in 3A, but that's kind of like a whole nother deal. So Reed Custer will get set to kick off here. A short kick, bounces and taken by Friddle across the 45. Friddle across midfield. Friddle all the way down to the Reed Custer 35-yard line. And Wilmington will have it 1st and 10. And what a play for the Wilmington Wildcats here early. So the Cats will have it 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line. Again tonight, if you do have a little bit of difficulty with our network broadcast, which we're kind of dealing with a little bit of connection issues, if that proves to be an issue, you can go over to the school district YouTube page at Wilmington School District 209U on YouTube. Our broadcast will be there as well, trying to match that up with the video tonight. So there's a couple of different ways that you can catch this, as the Cats will have it 1st and 10 from the Reed Custer 35-yard line. Up under center is Ryder Mentz getting things started here for the Cats. Pitch comes left side, and churning it out for a gain of 3, maybe 4 yards is Colin James. A gain of 3. And now 2nd down and 7 for Wilmington from the Reed Custer 32. Again, with these gray jerseys and purple numbers, it makes things incredibly difficult, not only for myself, but the PA announcer here, as we try to figure all this stuff out. Of course, Mr. Wilson been doing that for quite a few years now. Everything packed into the double wing here. We have in motion, James again gets the pitch inside the 30, down near the 28-yard line before he's finally tripped up. Tackle made on the play by Zach Sislak, and James will pick up an illegal shift on, it's got to be on Wilmington, but that was a weird way to motion that penalty. So the flag is clear on the far side along the sideline. So I'm not exactly sure how you can call that on the wing back on the far side hash mark when you're on the sideline on that side of the field. But in any case, that's what happens, and Wilmington will have it 2nd down and almost 13 here. 2nd down and a long 12. Back up under the double wing here in motion is Friddle. Now he'll get the pitch inside the 35, down near the 30-yard line. Friddle will churn up a gain of 7 yards. And it will bring up a 3rd down and 5 for Wilmington from the 30 of Reed Custer. Again, Wilmington cannot give penalty yardage up tonight because running the ball is going to be at a premium. Reed Custer with 6 guys in that defensive line, or at least showing on the defensive line here early. Cats running right into the teeth of that, out of the double wing here. Mentz with a long count under center. Now pitches it back, and this is Friddle again. Big hole. Friddle will get the 1st down to the 25-yard line of Reed Custer, and it will be a 1st and 10 for Wilmington. So Friddle, a gain of 5. And the Cats They'll try to move it again here from the 25 of Reed Custer. Again, a huge crowd tonight. First time in quite a few years where there have been fans ringing the fence almost all the way around. And just a fun night, too. A couple of teams right down the road from each other, a natural rivalry. First down and 10 from the 25. Pitch comes back to James. Bounces off the initial defender. Gets down inside the 25 to about the 21-yard line. Callan will pick up 4 yards. And it will bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Cats. Ball at the 21-yard line of Reed Custer. Again, Wilmington working right to left here tonight. 2nd down and 6 yards to go from the 21 of Reed Custer. Again, 6 on that defensive line here for the Comets. Back to the double wing again. Mentz taking a long time under center. Pitch comes back to Friddle. Bounces off one defender inside the 20 down near the 17-yard line. That's a tough run as he gains up about 3 yards. And we got so you have an illegal shift on Wilmington. And the weird part about that official on the far side is that it appears he's having an ongoing conversation with some people on the far side, which makes it even more interesting. Well, Jeff Dillon joining us here. I know it's a little bit lower in the headphones. We had to change some things up due to our dual nature of our broadcast.
That's okay.
We'll have to work with it a little bit here tonight.
Oh, they fit fine.
Another 5-yard penalty. And underneath on the counter, it comes to James. Bangs down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 6. And it will bring up a 3rd down and 5 for Wilmington. Yeah, that's what I was telling you. With the output on this, we're splitting it off. So it's a little, it's not
it's a little low.
It's not the normal volume there, but we've been trying to work with the district YouTube page and our YouTube page and trying to split it off so we could get it in both spots. So, hey, look at this. You got called in from the bullpen.
I'm down by the north end zone. I saw your text. Glad to join you, though, tonight, John.
Yeah, my dad was up in Chicago taking somebody for surgery, and they were leaving to come back out. Well, who knows on a Friday night how long that's going to take. So figured I thought you said you were going to be here tonight.
Yeah.
Figured I'd give you a call. So 3rd down and 5 here for Wilmington from the Reed Custer 20-yard line. 7:56 to go opening quarter. The Cats, again, more than likely with a couple of downs to work with unless they want to go for 3, but I don't think 3 is going to win it tonight. Pitch comes back to Friddle. He gets stacked up, and it might be forced to kick a field goal here as the Reed Custer defense stiffens, and it will bring up a 4th down and 5, and Alan Richards will come on here.
Yeah, there's just nothing there, John. I mean, they're pretty good size up front.
Yep.
A little bigger than I thought.
Well, what doesn't help for Wilmington are the 2 illegal shift penalties, and that really made things difficult. The Cats can't afford that tonight.
No, not at all.
So Mentz will hold here, and Alan Richards to try what amounts to a 35-yard field goal. Good snap, good hold. The kick from Richards is good, and Wilmington leads it 3-0. With 6:59 to go in the opening quarter.
They needed to get points out of that for sure, whether it was 3 or 6. So,
all right, we'll take ourselves a quick timeout. We'll come back in just a moment. This is Wilmington Wildcats football.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk, Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk, Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
So the Cats will get set to kick off here. 6:59 to go opening quarter, and like I was just saying, though, I don't think 3 points tonight is going to be the winnable margin.
No. No.
Now, if you would have told me against Piatone, 3 points would do it. But I don't think that's going to happen
Well,
tonight.
yeah, even that game was, they played in the middle of the field for the first half of that game.
Richards kicks it back to about the 1 yard line. This is returned out close to the 30. And Reed Custer will have the ball 1st and 10 from there. Off a nice return by, I believe that's Foot. And Reed Custer will have it 1st and 10 from there. 6:50 to go opening quarter. And our first look at what is a very interesting Reed Custer offense. So out of the pistol formation here, 2 receivers to the far side, 2 also back to the near. As 6'2", 200-pound junior Jake McPherson will take the snaps here tonight. Hands it off left side, and that gets blown up immediately. No gain off of that run. That's Elliott Kassem on the carry.
That's what the Cats are going to have to do pretty much all night is get penetration. Get 1 or 2 guys in that backfield.
So 2nd down and 10. I'm so used to, what do I do with my pencil now? Oh, there it is. I'm so used to not having to keep track of stats that I've completely forgot that I need to be keeping track of stats.
You want me to do it, John? I don't know if I can do it. I don't know how well I'll do, but.
And out of a scramble, rolling left side, McPherson flips it to nobody. That has got to be intentional grounding.
There is nobody.
That has to be intentional grounding. It's chucked forward. There's no receiver anywhere near that pass.
No flag.
And it is intentional grounding on McPherson, and that will make it 3rd down.
John,
and
did you see a flag?
There was no flag.
I didn't see a flag, but they called it.
They called it. So let me catch up here.
So that's a loss of downs, and is that a 10-yard?
It is, yes, 10 yards from the original spot, and it will be now 3rd down and 20. But good pressure from Wilmington up front. Again, 2 receivers to either side.
Changing.
Should be 3rd down. There it is.
Yep.
And now Reed Custer facing 3rd and long, 6:08 to go in the opening quarter. Again, a couple of receivers to either side, 1 back next to McPherson. And taking his time here as the play clock just began moments ago, so still 15 seconds showing on that as it counts down. And now back to things here. McPherson drops back, looks over the middle, fires a pass that is caught all the way out to midfield and now to the Wilmington 45-yard line. Caught by Eddie Gast. And a gain of 25 yards and a Reed Custer 1st down.
That was a nice pass and nice catch. That's going to be a problem for the Cats. We'll see how that goes as the game goes on.
Well, and for Wilmington, it's an absolute must to get pressure on the quarterback.
Yes.
If you let that happen, that one-on-one island disappears in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 receivers to either side. McPherson hands it off up the middle. That's a gain of about 3 yards for Elliott Kassem, and it will lead to a 2nd down and long 6, maybe short 7. It's an interesting battle tonight, trying to balance stopping the run and stopping the pass. 2 receivers to either side. McPherson going to keep it himself, trying to get around the corner, and he doesn't get there. He's slung to the ground, and a loss of a couple of yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and long.
I'm trying to see who that is. Of course, they're wearing the jerseys you can't see numbers on.
Yes,
John.
that's what I said.
I think it was one of the.
I think it's Carson Hansen.
Is that the outside linebacker? And there's a flag on the.
So there is a flag
There's
down.
another flag.
It is.
Is that going to be a holding?
A loss of 2 on the initial run by McPherson. It is a holding penalty on the Comets. So it'll be second down and 18 if they mark off this penalty from where it is right now. So it goes all the way back out to the Wilmington 49-yard line. But as we just saw, Reed Custer can pick up chunks of yardage in a hurry.
Yes.
All right, so McPherson again out of the shotgun with 2 receivers to either side, and Kassem now shifts to his right. 4:50 and counting here in this first quarter. So second down. I guess they only moved it back. Well, it was from the flag. And it's picked off! Intercepted on the pass to the far side. Wilmington trying to push it out all the way out to midfield. And the Cats will take over 1st and 10.
So that looked like, who's that? Was that Carson again?
It was either Hansen or...
He just dropped back in coverage.
I think it was Carson Hansen.
We saw that in the films last week.
Yep.
And it looks like that's part of the defensive game plan tonight. He just dropped back, and he was in perfect position for that.
I believe it was Hansen on the interception, but it's so hard to tell. Those numbers on the far side, I mean, it's next to impossible.
Yeah, I can't see them.
So the Cats with a huge defensive play, and they will have 1st and 10 right at the midfield stripe. So back to the double wing, and we saw the Cats were able to move the ball the first drive, just penalty stalled it out. Underneath on the counter, there's another flag. That is not, it's a gain of 3 yards, and they keep calling illegal shift, but there isn't a shift.
Yeah. Who's throwing that flag? Did you see that? Was that
the far side official all the way on every single time?
Yeah, that's what he's calling.
Well, somebody is going to lose their mind, and it's going to be very soon.
Somebody already is, John. It's too late for that.
I think Barry is crawling the sidelines.
Well, he took the headphones off instead of throwing them.
So. Here comes a timeout, and here comes an interesting confrontation.
So I'm wondering I didn't see the if there was shifting going on or who it was, but.
Well, now
so that's Barry's out talking to the head guy.
Well, he's going to get an explanation. This has nothing to do with the timeout for any sort of offensive things for the Wildcats.
No.
It has to do with Barry trying to get some sort of explanation as to why the Cats have run like 6 offensive plays and 3 of them have been called for an illegal shift. And the last play, no one shifted.
Right.
So
now, when's the last time the Cats got a illegal shift?
Oof. I mean, there might have been one week 1 or week 2.
I don't even remember that. If it was just one.
There have been false starts. Carson Hansen a couple of times at the fullback spot got called for some things.
We've been running this offense for a long time.
Yes, correct.
Very, very few illegal shifts.
So,
and we've had 3 in like you said, the first 6 offensive.
Well, this is going to get very interesting before long if this continues. And from Barry's point of view, I don't know what you want us to do differently. This is how this offense works.
Right.
So we'll see how this plays out. But the Cats now will face 1st down and 15. As now Coach Raints out there trying to get an explanation as well.
Yeah, he's talking to the wrong guy. He's talking to the guy on our side.
I mean, he can't really send
he's just gonna
hand signals across the other side.
Yeah, that's right.
1st down and 15 out of the double wing here, as Friddle resets. And fumble on
another
the play.
That's a possession bag.
I believe Wilmington managed to get back on top of it, but things offensively not going exactly the way Wilmington would have them go.
So that was a fumble on the snap. The Mets just didn't get the ball.
So to bring up second down and 14.
This is not where the Cat offense wants to be,
No.
obviously.
No, it's not. Well, right now, Wilmington has managed to burn a lot of clock off in the first quarter, but not really putting a lot of points on the ball. Oh, actually, usually I have my dad yelling at me about this too as we try to keep track of this. Pitch off the left side. This is Friddle inside the 45 down to the 44 before he's finally tripped up.
So he picked up about 11, 12 yards on that run. Nice run around and underneath the end, it looked like.
So to bring up third down and 3 from the Custer 43.
Very manageable third down now.
Yes,
John.
yes it is. And now they're on the near hash, so maybe I can tell who's got the ball half the time.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll tell you what.
It's tough.
These jerseys, I know. Even standing down there along the fence, you can't. It's hard to see
It's
them.
hard.
Very difficult to see them.
Clock down to 8 seconds. Wilmington now breaking the huddle. Push up to the line here. Ments up under center, 2-1 out of the I formation. Handoff left side. Huge hole! And running over a defender is Friddle all the way down to the 31-yard line. And I mean, Friddle ran over the top of somebody, and the Cats will have it 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
That first contact, he took out that corner or that defensive back. It slowed him down a little bit for the safety to take him down, but nice run by Friddle for sure.
So it'll bring up 1st down and 10 from the Custer 31. And I don't know. I mean, you've listened to my broadcast quite a few times. I love I formation. I really love power I formation. For some reason, when Wilmington does that, I formation again off the left side, that is Friddle, and he took a little bit of a tough fall off the left side.
Yeah, that was an I wing formation. Actually, they had one wing out on the left side. So I'm with you with that, John, for sure. Yeah.
2nd down and 8. And there was a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, that Wilmington went a lot with power I in certain formations, certain times. So 1:50 to go in the first quarter. Wilmington leads it 3-0. Again, I formation, 2nd down and 8. Handoff left side. Again, a hole. Friddle, I believe, down near the 25-yard line. Pick up about 3 more yards.
Picks up 3 yards. Will bring up
and now 3rd and 5 for Wilmington. Again, the biggest thing that this does for the Wildcats is keep Custer's offense off the field.
Right, yeah.
The more you can do that, the lower the score stays.
We got a minute 50. We're getting to be a minute 10 here. So, and Custer's what, 1-3?
A handful of plays.
Plays. Maybe more than 3. But
yeah,
I guess they did
get
the first down on that long pass.
So I formation again, everything packed in. 3rd down and 5. Pitch goes right side. Friddle trying to get the corner. This is going to be chased down. Breaks a tackle and breaks another tackle and churns ahead and might have the 1st down. That's an unbelievable run by Jacob Friddle.
Yeah.
It looked like he was going to be stopped for a gain of a yard or 2, and he does get 5 yards and a Wilmington 1st down.
Was that Christensen on the pursuit over there?
I believe so, yep.
Yeah, he's fast.
Well, Custer has some size this year. They have some team speed.
And they do, yes.
But it's weird, particularly like they faced Piatone's offense, and it's very similar to Wilmington, but the Cats do some different wrinkles that you don't see out of Piatone that often. Makes it just a little bit different. Underneath on the counter, Calvin James breaks a tackle. Calvin James breaks another tackle. Touchdown, Wilmington. Touchdown, Wilmington. A 21-yard touchdown run for
Braidwood had him
James.
stopped at the line of scrimmage, it looked like, and he just found a little seam and broke through it.
James on the touchdown.
So Calvin James churns it in from 20 yards out. And the Cats now lead 9-0 with 25 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
And James is strong. He's not, and height-wise, he doesn't have the.
It looked like no gain.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And then broke that, then broke another tackle. All of a sudden, a touchdown. Richards bangs it through, and the Cats now lead 10-0. 25 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Take a break. Come back with more Cats football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup.
Done a pretty good job of corralling things. But end of quarter number one.
And that's quarter.
Wilmington leads it 10-0 over Reed Custer. Take a break. Come back with more Cats football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
Second down and 7 upcoming here for Reed Custer from the Wilmington the Reed Custer 32-yard line. That's McPherson out of the shotgun. Again, one receiver in motion. Handoff on the jet sweep here. Kassem trying to get the corner, and he will not get there. Ridden down at the 34-yard line by Alan Richards, and that will bring up third down and 5 after a gain of a couple.
Really good pursuit by the Wildcat defense. That's been a big play for them this year, and that was excellent covered by the Wildcat defense. Very good pursuit.
So third down and 5. The Comets see what they pull out of the playbook here with 11:25 and counting in this first half in front of the biggest crowd that we've seen in Wilmington in quite some time. The Cats fans have shown up quite a few times this year, but getting a visiting crowd this big has been a little bit of a trial. And now we have
a timeout
to Reed Custer. Timeout Comets.
Oh, the play clock was running down there. I think John's what the deal was.
All right. So Comets use a timeout. We'll take one as well. Back in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
Third down and 5 for Reed Custer from their own 34-yard line. Again, trips receivers to the far side, one back to the near. McPherson out of the shotgun. Swings it left side. That is dropped at the 42-yard line by Dylan Geraltz. And Reed Custer is going to face a 4th and 5 from their own 34-yard line. So the Wilmington defense once again steps up.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad pass. Geraltz just didn't handle it very good.
Actually was set up perfectly for a first down.
For a first down, yeah. You had first down by a couple of yards at least.
So now if you're Wilmington, get the ball back, turn up clock, and get another score, and leave not very much time left in the clock, and you're in business. But just like we saw last year, the Cats had, I think it was a 26-0 lead in the fourth quarter, and it almost disappeared.
Yep.
Snap back, and the punt here goes straight up in the air from Jace Christian, and this will bounce inside the Wilmington 40 down to the 37, and Wilmington will take over there, 1st and 10.
Not bad field position.
So far tonight, the Cats have managed to churn up some yards despite getting their share of penalties. And Wilmington managed to get a 35-yard field goal from Alan Richards, followed up by a 20-yard touchdown run from Colin James. And the Cats lead at 10-0. By the way, be sure to join us next week. We'll be up in Lisle.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's always a weird thing, too.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10. It seems like those games are always weird.
Yeah, those up there it is. Yeah.
Out of the double wing, pitch comes right side. And out near the 40-yard line on the carry goes the Wilmington back. Again, we're trying to see, everyone up here is trying to figure that out. I think it's Friddle on the carry.
Yeah, that was Friddle.
So he'll get a couple of yards there.
As this game progresses, we're into the second quarter here now. The Cats aren't going to change their offensive philosophy or anything.
No, they're not.
They are going to pound the ball. And
2nd down and a long 7. Pitch comes right side.
Nice job.
Friddle breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, turns all the way out to the 1st down marker and all the way out to midfield. A gain of 10 yards by Friddle and a Wilmington 1st down.
I think Friddle's ready to play.
Yes. I think it's safe to say
up.
Wilmington came ready to play tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, just like anything else, the Cats hear everything that's going on around the area, and they're well aware of what people are saying. And it's been a while since Wilmington has felt that type of motivation.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see how they react to it tonight. But so far, so good. The Cats have it 1st and 10 from midfield. So back to the double wing here. James and Friddle with Carson Hansen in there at fullback. Mentz under center, handoff to Hansen, and he almost snuck through.
Yeah.
He gets dropped after a gain of a yard.
Yeah, he got tripped up by 54 Gunnar Berg.
That was
just
real
a
close.
shoestring. Yeah, it was just a shoestring tackle.
Berg,
he had some yards out in front of him. That was Berg, yeah.
5'10", 245-pound junior. One thing about this Reed Custer team, there is a raft full of juniors. They've got quite a bit of guys coming back next year. I mean, they have their share of seniors as well, but this is definitely a team that's going to be a problem for a few years. Out of the double wing here, Mentz under center, pitches it to James. He ran out of room, had to break a tackle, and still somehow gets maybe a yard. There was not much there. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Now Wilmington getting to that portion of yards are hard to come by. And what does Wilmington come up with here? I've been around this a while, and I don't think Barry's going to throw tonight unless it is 100% necessary. Although every now and then he comes up with something that shocks everybody. 3rd down and 8 from the 48. And here it is. Ryder Mentz drops back the pass, looks downfield, fires a pass, and it is incomplete. There really wasn't much there. Mentz let it fly anyway, and it will bring up 4th down and 8. Wilmington's going to be forced to punt it away.
So you had Friddle down. Was that Friddle and
might have been Richards. Richards or Hansen, one or the other. I can't see the other side of this.
Was it Humphreys?
Oh, it might be Humphreys. Yeah, you're right.
I think it was Humphreys. Yeah.
They had 2 receivers out there within about 5-6 yards of each other.
Yeah, they were running right with each other.
Well, the Cats try to pass.
That might be the end of it, John.
Just as soon as I say,
yeah, I know.
I can't imagine this is ever going to happen tonight. There it goes. So here's the kick from Richards. This is high in the air, really high in the air. bounces inside the 20 and will roll dead at the 18-yard line. And that's where Reed Custer will start first and 10, 7:53 to go in the half.
Got a little bit of a Wildcat bounce at the end of that, a little bit.
Well, for Wilmington, if you can keep playing defense like you are, this could be a winning combination. But, again, Reed Custer has an awful lot of firepower. So the key is going to be trying to hang on. First and 10 from the Comets' 18. Again, 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. McPherson out of that shotgun with Kassem to his left. And handoff to Kassem,
Nice
comes left
job.
side, and he gets wrapped up after a gain of 2, maybe 3 yards.
That was Friddle. That was a
Thank you.
nice job. Friddle coming over and filling in there and wrapping up.
So a gain of 2.
Very sure tackle on that one. That was beautiful, actually. I thought he was going to break that.
There
for
was
a lot
some
more
room
yards.
there. All right, it's second down and 8 from the Comet 21. Again, 2 receivers to either side. McPherson out of the shotgun. See what the Cats do pressure-wise here. McPherson going to keep it himself. Has some room and doesn't
Nice
get
job.
around the corner. Slung to the ground. And it will bring up third down and long.
I don't know.
I believe that was, is that Richards on the far side? Is it
I
Richards or Hansen?
I don't know.
It's Alan Richards. Richards on the tackle, and a gain of 1. It'll bring up third down and 7. Again, it's
I actually thought that was a number 10, but it was a 20.
it's very difficult to see from here. There's no doubt about that. So 6:40 to go in the half. Third down and 7. It seems like the Comets are close on a couple of plays, but just can't really get around the corner.
Yeah.
2 receivers to either side. McPherson drops back to pass. Fires down the sideline. That's over everyone's head and out of bounds.
Oh.
And
that's a flag
late
down
flag
there.
along the sideline. And, I mean, that ball was, I don't know, 30 yards past the wide receiver. But, I mean, I guess if he was held up,
Yeah, I think he got
maybe. But it is pass interference on Wilmington. And it's one official. So Wilmington has had 4 penalties called on them,
the
and
same
they've
guy,
all been by the guy on the Reed Custer sideline.
Right.
So it'll be first down and 10 from the Comet 37.
Got to look at the video on that one there, John.
I can
But that
tell
might have been legit.
I can tell you what the video says. We can review that.
I wish I was still plugged into the
Up
video
the middle,
system.
that's a no gain on the run up the middle by, I think that's Kassem again off the handoff from McPherson.
Brendan Moran on the play. We have a second and 10.
So no gain. Bring up second down and 10. Wilmington's defense has been unbelievable here early. I mean, they've only given up maybe 35 yards of offense to Reed Custer, and there's 6 minutes to go in the half. You throw in the penalty yardage, it ups it a little bit.
Yeah. And most of that was on that pass play.
McPherson out of the shotgun, fires over the middle. That is caught down to the Wilmington 40-yard line on the reception by Brendan Moorman before he's brought down. A gain of 23 yards.
I really don't know why, John, they're messing around running the ball as much as they have.
I'm not sure either.
You know?
And you can wing the ball like this. So again, 2 receivers to either side, 5:30 to go in the half. McPherson out of the pistol this time around, swings it far side. That is caught and then dropped after a gain of 2 yards is Brendan Moorman. And that will bring up second down and long.
Pass completion goes for 2 yards. Bring up a second and 8 for Reed Custer.
So I don't know if that was Richards that grabbed an ankle, held him up, and then
Enough, and
then I don't know who. I can't. We beat that horse to death, I think, about the numbers on the jerseys. But
so 2 receivers to either side. Again, McPherson This time shifts a little bit farther back, almost to shotgun position. And down to 4:40 to go in the half. Swing pass right side, same play they just ran. And this is Mormon who gets shoved out of bounds after a gain of about 7. And it will bring up 3rd down and short, I think. So 3rd down and a yard, 4:33 to go in the first half. Well, now up under center is McPherson. Going to keep it himself, and I don't know if he got it or not. It's close. I mean, I guess he did.
Yeah, they're going to mark him.
Got about a yard.
Yeah, they're going to mark him just past the marker.
So McPherson with a gain of 1. It is a Reed Custer first down to the Wilmington 29-yard line. 4:29 and counting here in the first half. By the way, be sure to stick around for our halftime show brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net. Have a check of your first half stats, a full check of the IHSA Football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. And we'll get you set for the second half as well on the halftime show brought to you by Pro Real Estate. Swing pass out on the far side. That is caught for a gain of 7, maybe 8. Eddie Gazd on the reception.
We're starting to see a lot of these quick. He's not even dropping back. It's just these quick out passes, swing passes, and they're starting to pick up yardage now.
Yes, they are. And a timeout to Wilmington. 4:02 to go in the half. The Cats lead at 10-0. Reed Custer is driving. Take a break. Come back with more Cats football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. Warren's Collision Center is now at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. They accept all insurance companies, and as always, customer service is their top priority. Contact Warren's Collision at 815-458-3300, stop by online at warrenscollision.com, or visit in person at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. Warren's Collision Center is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair.
2nd down and about 3 to go for Reed Custer from the Wilmington 22-yard line off after the Wildcats timeout. Handoff goes up the middle. Kassem is going to go for a touchdown. Boy, that looked really weird off the top. And Kassem bounced it back and goes into the end zone as the Cats now lead at 10-6 with 3:56 to go in the half.
Yeah, most of the defense was, I think all the defense was over on the left side. And he ran it to the right.
So the Comets set to attempt the extra point. Yeah, it was a nice little cutback move from Elliott, too. Found the open part of the field. As Brandon Moorman, 5'10", 185-pound junior, on to attempt the extra point here. What might be a very important extra point. Who knows? And a bunch of people move, but no flag, and the kick is good. And that will make it 10-7 with 3:56 to go in the half. And now if you're Wilmington, you really have to hang on to the football and work the rest of this clock off, because the Cats can't afford to give it right back to Reed Custer, particularly the way they went straight down the field this last drive. So Cats will go back to more than likely that double wing attack. By the way, we got scores all over the place tonight. We'll get to a bunch of those halftime in just a little bit. IHSA Football scoreboard. Of course, Odekirk Allred and Associates helping us out with that. We'll keep an eye on some of the conference scores and things going on around 3A, despite the fact that Wilmington, who knows, may end up in 2A. But as of right now, it's 3A.
There's not a lot of point to even looking at that right now, really. I mean,
No, not as far as like playoff predictions and all that. It's so
a lot of people
goofy.
like to look at it, and
Well, it's so goofy right now too because COVID and numbers and who knows what game's going to be canceled and like
forfeits.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see if Wilmington can answer. You knew this wasn't going to be an easy one tonight. The Cats are going to have to fight through some adversity. On to kick is Noah Windsor. This will bounce down to the Cats at the 18-yard line. 20 out across the 30, and Colin James stacked up there. So Wilmington will take over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
Takes it out to the Wildcat 30-yard line. First and 10 for the Cats.
So again, Ryder Mentz will bring the Cats up to the line, and we'll see what Wilmington has in store here. Again, up front for Reed Custer, a fairly big offensive line. Eric Hausman at 6'2", 265. Gavin Bruchek at 6 foot, 220 pounds. Gunnar Berg at 5'10", 245. That's a lot of defensive line to kind of run through.
Yeah, it is.
So I formation here for the Cats. Handoff goes right side, and Friddle gets stacked up and pushed out of bounds after a gain of a yard, maybe 2. And not only that, but Friddle was ridden all the way out of bounds. So bring up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, he tried to, well, he was looking to go inside on that, but there was nothing there, so he tried to bounce it outside. And really good pursuit by the Comets.
And this is what could be danger territory for Wilmington if you can't get a first down here. Back to the double wing, James and Friddle along with Hansen up there at fullback. Handoff, Colin James left side. Breaks a tackle initially, gets flipped around across the 35 to near the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 yards by Colin. And it will bring up a big 3rd down. 3rd down and 5 for Wilmington from their own 37-yard line. The clock will run. It'll get down under 3 minutes. Now, Reed Custer does have 2 timeouts left, so if Wilmington doesn't get a first down here, you can expect them to stop the clock. But we'll see. Probably the biggest 3rd down of the game so far is everybody packed in out of the double wing. 3rd and 5 from the 37. Handoff goes left side. Colin James spins ahead and gets the first down. As
that was on
James
nice little
will get
seam
7.
over there. Nice little seam, and he took advantage of that. Got down to the 2nd level.
And now Colin coming out with a limp, and that will bring Ryan Bannis in, and that's could be a large story tonight. It looks like maybe a cramp.
Yeah.
So
like
that might be okay here in a little bit. Well, and it's almost halftime anyway. Get some fluids and stuff at halftime to see if that can.
Yeah, that's a cramp he's got, it looks like, John. You're right.
So Bannis comes in, who is a very capable back in his own right. Carson Hansen, the fullback on the carry, and he'll get about a yard.
How many carries has Carson had?
He has
is that his second
2
one?
carries tonight for 2 yards, but the first one was almost a bigger play than that. And right now, you kind of feel like if you're Wilmington, if you can churn off this clock and get to the locker room at 10-7 and kind of regroup a little bit, that's a little bit of a victory. Clock rolling down to 1:50. 2nd down and 9 from the Wilmington 44-yard line. Again, back
James
to the double
in
wing.
there, John.
All right, so Colin James back in. He'll get the handoff off the left side. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, still going.
Nice.
All the way down to the 43 of Reed Custer.
Nice run. He had a really, really nice opening at the line of scrimmage, just off tackle, and really exploited that one.
So a gain of 13 yards for Colin and a first down for Wilmington, 134. And now all of a sudden, Wilmington trying to pick up the pace a little bit here. Back to the double wing again. Mentz up under center. In motion is James. Handoff goes to Hansen, the fullback. Breaks a tackle. Turns ahead all the way down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 more before he's tripped up.
And I think that's a first down. Yes? Yeah. Oh, no, just short. It's a
It'll
yard
be
short. Yard and a half.
Yeah, yard and a half or two.
Yeah.
Down to 105 to go. Wilmington a little bit of time, but they need to get moving. From the 35 now, back to the double wing again. Pitch right side. This is Friddle. He's got the first down all the way down to the Reed Custer 24-yard line. A gain of 11 more yards. So Wilmington churning yardage here. 53 seconds to go in the half. Wilmington needs to get up to the line of scrimmage, though. 50 seconds and counting from the Reed Custer 24. Back to the double wing again. 45 seconds. In motion, James gets handoff left side. He breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, spins ahead inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Clock stops with 36 seconds to go. That should be enough for another Wilmington first down, I believe.
Yeah, they're moving the chains. Yeah, that is first down. We're really getting some. They found a seam over there on the left side of the offensive line or the right side of the defense.
Down to 30 seconds from the 14-yard line and a timeout to Reed Custer. So 28 seconds to go in the half. Wilmington leads at 10-7, and they have one timeout in their back pocket. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll finish up the half in just a moment. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Wilmington Pharmacy proudly accepts all insurance plans and can easily transfer your prescriptions. They also offer delivery and a drive-through window. Wilmington Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and 9 to 4 on Saturday. Stop by at 600 West Baltimore Street in Wilmington or call Wilmington Pharmacy at 815-926-1770. That's 815-926-1770.
So 1st and 10 for Wilmington out of the timeout at the Reed Custer 14-yard line. Again, the Cats have one timeout. Reed Custer also with one timeout. And Wilmington, I don't think will be passing the ball anytime soon. So you might get 2 or 3 more plays out of this before you can get a field goal try.
I'm pretty sure you saw their passing game already for the night.
Literally, like the entire.
Yes, yeah.
So 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Again, the Cats trying to figure out something on a last-minute drive here to end the half. Back to the double wing. Under center is Mentz. Pitches it back to James. Churns ahead, still banging inside the 10, and will go down at about the 8-yard line.
It looks like
18 seconds. Wilmington trying to get one more playoff here. As a gain of 7, and now a timeout to Wilmington with 10 seconds to go in the half. Now, at this point, Wilmington almost has to kick a field goal.
Yeah, well, unless I throw a pass. I don't know if Barry's going to do that, though.
I mean, they have no timeouts left. They're at the 8-yard line. Yeah, I can't. It looks like
I just can't imagine they're not going to try to kick. Yeah, they're going to try to kick this. This is a.
Well, Barry wasn't too pleased either there because he felt like if they would have gotten things going quicker, they could have gotten one more playoff.
Yeah.
But this is the right call here.
Yeah.
I mean, Richards has been very dependable. This is a makeable field goal for him at a 24-yard field goal. Of course, makeable for him is really anything inside about 40 yards, maybe 45. Good snap, good hold. The kick for Richards is good, and Wilmington adds points before the half. Cats lead it 13-7 with 6 seconds to go in the half.
If the Cats would have got a first down there, then it would be probably a little bit of a different story here, but they didn't. It was a good run.
Well, they accomplished what we were talking about, which is use the rest of the half and get down the field, get some sort of points, and get to the locker room. And so far tonight, Wilmington has held down Reed Custer's offense. I mean, there's only been one drive that the Comets really put together.
That last drive they had, right?
Yep, that's it. By the way, stick around for our halftime show brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net. We'll get you caught up on the first half stats. We'll also look at a full check of the IHSA Football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. We'll get you set for the second half as well. Might be a long halftime night. It's homecoming this week,
Homecoming,
right?
yep, it's homecoming. I was really hoping they did the homecoming stuff before the game, but that didn't happen.
I was kind of hoping that too.
I saw Mr. Golf walking in.
Yeah.
He's the athletic director here at Wilmington, and I asked him, and I said, geez. Well, he said, we always do it at halftime. I said, well, change it.
Right.
Tonight, right now.
Okay, I'll tell you the one time this year that things did happen before the game, and that was senior night, and it was like an 8:20 kickoff.
Yeah.
That was something.
Yeah.
Here's a squib kick and covered up at the 43, 44-yard line. Well, now
So they're going to be able to at least throw a play. What do you think they're going to throw a ball down the field? Why not?
I mean, yeah, let it fly.
Why not? Yeah.
Throw some guy down there and let the ball go as far as you can throw it and see what happens. So the Comets will have it 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line with 5.8 seconds to go in this first half. Trips receivers to the far side. McPherson is going to be out of what looks like the shotgun formation here, maybe the pistol, depending on whether Kassem's going to be behind him or not. See what the Comets look to do. So out of the snap, handoff goes to Kassem, gets off the near side, and that is going to do it for the half, I do believe. Although,
did they call him down?
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, they called him. I thought the line judge on this side.
There was about a half a second left. It looked
about
like on that clock.
0.2 or 0.3. Yeah.
So there might be.
They might let him run another play here.
So it's down to the Wilmington 36. A gain of 20 yards on the run by Kassem.
And Wilmington was heading into the locker room. Now they're coming back out.
There's no time left. Yeah, thank you.
And
there they go.
that will be the end of the first half. Well, that was an odd conclusion to a half.
There for a minute, I thought they may throw a couple, tenths of a second on the clock so Brady can run another play, but.
So the Cats lead at 13-7 here at the half. We'll take a break, come back with the halftime show brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net. We'll get your first half stats in just a moment. This is Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today. Wilmington Pizzeria is located at 205 East Baltimore Street in Wilmington. They have pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and a full selection of family meal deals. They offer pickup and delivery too. Wilmington Pizzeria is open Monday through Thursday, 10:30 to 9, and Friday and Saturday from 10:30 to 10. Call Wilmington Pizzeria at 815-476-7011. That's 815-476-7011. Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed.
County board member, I can tell you I have seen the trouble and hardships of addictions.
Frankfort, Mokina, New Lenox, 6 dead. Bolingbrook, Romeoville, 6 dead. In Wilmington and Braidwood, heroin equals death or arrest.
Wilmington, Braidwood, 8 dead. Thanks to efforts of our local police departments, that number has dropped from 8 deaths in 2015 to 2 deaths so far in 2016.
If your family, your friend, or you are suffering from heroin addiction, there is help. Please call 815-476-1660 for more information.
Help is only a phone call away.
This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with ONDCP and SAMHSA.
Welcome into the halftime show, brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net and at 815-476-7916. Reed Custer trails Wilmington at the half, 13-7. The Wildcats got the first 10 points of this game. Reed Custer then answered with a touchdown drive, and the Cats managed to get 3 points on the board right before the half. And Wilmington up by 6. We have roughly 18 minutes or so to go before the start of our second half. We're getting together all of your stats here, and we'll get to those in just a moment. We also have a full check of the IHSA Football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. We will get to that in just a little bit as well. This has proven to be a low-scoring game, which I think fans of Reed Custer are a little surprised by. The Comets have put up so many points so far this year. They only have 7 at the break here tonight. Now, of course, Wilmington has not been a high-scoring team, but their defense has managed to shut out their share of opponents. And so far tonight, the Wildcats have held the Comets in check in front of easily the largest crowd of the year, and maybe the largest crowd in the last several years here in Wilmington. Again, next week, we'll be on the road at Lyle, 6:45 broadcast time here on the network, so be sure to check that out next Friday night. And what is always a weird game, you go up there in what's a beautiful stadium, but it seems like you're half a mile away from the field. There's nothing on the visitor side. There's not really a whole lot of atmosphere or anything. And you go up there and you always face what seems to be a tough Lyle line. And then all of a sudden things get a little weird, and it's much closer than you anticipated it being. And Wilmington in their share of battle here tonight, and we'll see how they bounce back next week as well, no matter what happens tonight. Either way, the Cats got to turn right back around in a week and get some things done. So again, Wilmington leads at 13-7 here at the break. We'll get to your first half stats here momentarily, and then we'll also have a full check of the scoreboard as well. So Jeff Dillon gave me the good old shrug. I guarantee you that it's not any more of a shrug than I had when I just did the other section of this. So,
well, maybe I should get the calculator out.
We'll say this. What we have tonight is far from official stats. My dad's normally here, and he keeps track of all this. I'm sure I missed a couple of plays here and there. I think I got the vast majority on here, but I'm just not used to doing this. In any case, this will be relatively close. For Reed Custer tonight, rushing the football, Jake McPherson, 2 carries for -1 yard. Brandon Moorman ran the ball once for 2 yards. Elliot Kassem had a nice first half. He had a 22-yard touchdown run, along with 50 yards rushing in the first half on 7 carries. So a good first half for Kassem. Reed Custer, 10 rushing attempts, 49 yards, and a touchdown there in that first half. Jake McPherson was 4 of 5 for 59 yards. Brendan Moorman with 1 reception for 23 yards. Eddie Gaz had a couple of receptions as well for 32 yards. And I believe Lucas Foots, the other reception here tonight as well. So 59 yards through the air, 49 on the ground, 108 yards in the first half for Reed Custer. For Wilmington in this first half, Jacob Friddle rushing the football. Let's see. 11 carries for 65 yards. Colin James, 10 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown in the first half. Also Carson Hansen, 3 carries for 10 yards. Wilmington, 24 rushing attempts for 152 yards and a touchdown. Again, James was 77 yards. Friddle was 65. Ryder Mentz was 0 for 1 through the air, so 152 yards of total offense for Wilmington in the first half as they outgained Reed Custer 152 to 108.
That's about 6.3 yards a carry there.
And Colin James, he was chewing up yardage left and right. So
yeah, that last drive was pretty nice. They got into a rhythm on that last drive.
So,
okay, can I put the calculator away now?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean,
for now anyway.
It's probably a good thing. Like, we're not doing one of those, 75 play, passing the ball all over the thing, because this would be a disaster. In basketball, I have a little bit easier time because I'm used to keeping stats while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Football,
I know you don't, though.
I haven't done it for years. So that whenever I get up here and I have to do it, I keep forgetting to write stuff down. But I think we're pretty close. I mean, we're in the ballpark.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Wilmington leads at 13-7 at the break. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the IHSA Football Scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred & Associates. We'll do that here in just a few minutes. This is Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
What's up, man? Good to see you're here. Do you want a beer?
No thanks, I don't drink.
Oh, come on, relax. Have some fun. Everyone else is drinking.
We have a lot to do tomorrow and I can't be all hungover from drinking.
Yeah, I'm having enough trouble with school and sports and clubs and so much stuff.
I don't have time to be worrying about if I got caught drunk.
Come on, man. This will help relax your mind and worries, and you'll have a good time.
Oh, man, cops. Run. We better book it out of here.
I'm so glad we weren't stupid and didn't drink. I know, right?
The Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community is committed and proud to bring programs and resources to help area residents. Our mission is to build a safe, productive, and substance-free community through these programs. The issues and problems that come with alcohol and drug abuse are very real, and the effects can be devastating. If you or anyone you know is in need of help, please call 815-476-1660. Help is only a phone call away.
This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with Sebring Goodman Teen Institute, ONDCP, and SAMHSA.
So the Cats lead at 13-7 here at the break. We're about 10 minutes away from our second half kick. This is the halftime show brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net. Time for a full check of the IHSA Football Scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred & Associates. That's all right. You can unplug it. It's fine.
Really short cord. I got to get him a 20-foot cord for his phone, I guess.
I've got a longer one somewhere, but I end up always having to drag this thing out. Okay, from the Illinois Central 8, the ICE Conference, Coal City leads Manteno 13-7 in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Surprised that that's that close?
I'm really surprised at that score. Is that, and that's at Manteno, right?
Manteno, I believe, yes.
Yeah, that's very surprising.
Yeah, crazy. Piatone leads Streeter 20-6 in a less surprising score as that game at the half. Herscher and Lyle playing tonight. We have no score available from that quite yet. All right, other 3A games, because we've been kind of keeping track of that here this year. IC Catholic is tied with Wheaton Academy at 7. That game in the second quarter. Tolono Unity leads Pontiac 20-0 in the first. Williamsville a 31-14 lead on North Mac. That game's in the third quarter. Byron 28-7 over Rock Falls. That's in the first quarter. Byron seems like they're just destroying everybody.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Princeton, a 21-0 lead on Newman Central Catholic. Farmington, the Farmers blowing out Rushville Industry tonight, 45-0. That game's at the half, and it's 45-0.
Yeah.
Also, let's see. El Paso leads Eureka 7-0. That game in the second quarter. All right, so let's stretch into what is the extended scoreboard update. And listen, there's a lot of stuff. Well, look, it's homecoming. We have an hour to kill.
Pretty much.
Plainfield North leads Oswego 7-0 in the second quarter. Manuka leads Oswego East 14-10. That's in the second. Manuka kind of struggling a little bit
this year. They are. Yeah, they have.
They've been loaded lately, and this year they're struggling to get wins. Woodstock leads Ottawa 10-7. That's in the second quarter. Conant over Palatine 14-7 in the second. Revis and Summit Argo. If we're going out on a limb to get points, Revis and Summit Argo will be going out on a limb to get points. 27-24, the Rams lead it there. Richards leads Blue Island Eisenhower 14-3. By the way, Joliet West taking on Romeoville tonight. I mean, somebody's got to win, right?
Yeah.
I don't think either one of those teams will win a game all year.
Yeah.
Kankakee taking on Rich Township. No score yet on that either. Speaking of or teams that haven't won a game yet, Johnsburg and Sandwich also playing tonight, so somebody's got to win a game there.
Yeah.
South Elgin leads Streamwood 7-0. It's St. Ignatius 7-0 over De La Salle. St. Viator 14-0 over Marion Catholic. Richmond Burton leads Sycamore 21-7 in the second quarter. Oak Forest trails Thornton Fractional South 14-0 in the first. Yorkville leads West Aurora 14-0 in the second. It's West Chicago trailing Glenbard East 7-0 in the first. Wheaton Warrenville South tied with Batavia at 7. Let's see, what else do we have here? Andrew leads Stagg 8-0 in the first. It's Glenbard South 21-0 over Aurora East. That game in the second quarter. Brother Rice leads Mount Carmel 7-0 in the first. DeKalb 10-3 over Waubonsie Valley in the third quarter. It's Clifton Central blowing out DeWitt tonight 24-0. That game in the second quarter, although not really a huge surprise there.
No.
Geneva leads St. Charles East 6-0. It's Glenbrook South 10-6 over Maine South in the second quarter. Bolingbrook leads Homewood Flossmoor 20-6 in the fourth quarter. Iroquois West leads Momence 28-13 in the second. Joliet Catholic on top of St. Lawrence 21-7. That game in the second quarter. Morris up on Canelan, so they're trying to stay undefeated, I believe. 28-14, the lead on the Knights. That's in the second quarter. Lake Park and St. Charles North tied at 7. Larkin leads Bartlett 21-13. It's LaSalle Peru 14-0 over Woodstock North. Lamont leads Bremen 14-0. Bradley Bourbonnais, who is at 2-3 on the year, leads Lincoln Way Central 19-14. And both of those teams, Lincoln Way Central, seemed like they were on the right path to getting back to some things, but now they're back to struggling a little bit and struggling with Bradley Bourbonnais tonight. Lincoln Way East leads Sandburg 13-9, that game at the half. Lincoln Way West trails Lockport 14-6. What in the world happened? Lockport wasn't winning a game for years on end, it seems like. Now all of a sudden they're 5-0 and they're winning again.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Something's going on over there. The Porter's putting it together. Neuqua Valley leads Mateo Valley 10-0 at the half. It's Naperville North 28-13 over Naperville Central. That game at the half as well. Let me do a little bit of an update here and see if anything's changed. So Coal City still leads Manteno 13-7 and Piatone 20-6 over Streeter. Well, we'll keep an eye on especially those ICE scores as the night rolls along, let you know how that all plays out. as Wilmington leads it 13-7 over Reed Custer. We are about 4 minutes or so away from kickoff here in the second half. Take a break. Come back with that kickoff in just a moment. This has been the Halftime Show brought to you by Pro Real Estate at pro-homes.net, and a full check of the IHSA Football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. Back in just a minute here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Warren's Collision Center is now at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. They accept all insurance companies, and as always, customer service is their top priority. Contact Warren's Collision at 815-458-3300, stop by online at warrenscollision.com, or visit in person at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. Warren's Collision Center is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Wilmington Pharmacy proudly accepts all insurance plans and can easily transfer your prescriptions. They also offer delivery and a drive-through window. Wilmington Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and 9 to 4 on Saturday. Stop by at 600 West Baltimore Street in Wilmington or call Wilmington Pharmacy at 815-926-1770. That's 815-926-1770. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
Hey, Billy, where do you think you're going with that beer?
What's the big deal? He is at home.
Nice, Bob. Real nice.
Look, they're practically grown. They're juniors and seniors now, and they're here for the day. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that may be true for yours, but you can't let the others drink.
In Illinois, the social host law holds adults accountable for underage drinking.
If a minor who was drinking at your house injures or kills someone, you are guilty of a Class 4 felony. You get fined. You go to jail.
So, being the host, aka the adult, letting high schoolers drink is illegal.
Be their guide, don't provide. If you or someone you know abuses alcohol or drugs, please call 815-476-1660. Help is only a phone call away. This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with ONDCP and SAMHSA.
Back here on the network as Wilmington leads at 13-7, just about ready to start half number 2. The Cats managed to put 3 points on the board right before halftime, and while a 6-point lead is nice, we've seen that Reed Custer can put 7 up in relatively short order. So we'll see how things play out here in the second half.
Yeah, they had that one drive, John, they had in that second quarter. That was a pretty nice drive, and they took it right down the field. Little short passes, dinking and dunking.
Well, to this point tonight, Wilmington has held Reed Custer in check. Outside of the biggest issue has been some passes over the middle of the field.
Right.
There have been 2 or 3 connections for 20 to 30 yards at a time. But so far, nothing big given up, although you really haven't seen a lot of the gadget stuff.
Not yet.
That's been on film a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
we have not seen that yet.
And maybe that's just putting a base down there to set up some stuff later on. I don't know. But Cats will get set to kick it off here. Alan Richards to kick from left to right from that 40-yard line. As back deep is Elliot Barza. And there's been some interesting matchups earlier this year. The Piatone matchup was, while not as kind of exciting as this, was a close matchup. And the Cats have had their share of good opponents. There's no doubt about that to start the year.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how Braidwood reacts here. They have not been in this position.
Nope.
Not even close this year.
All right, so the Cats will tee it up. I mean, give credit to the Comets. Their fans really traveled well tonight. This place is packed out. A lot of excitement around this game. Wow, that's a really short kick.
Yeah, it is.
That bounces at the 15, out across the 20, big hole out across the 30, and near the 40-yard line on the return for Reed Custer, out to the 38. That is Kassem. I got to kind of wonder about that. Is that by design, or did
I don't know.
Allen just not get a hold of it, or what?
That's hard to tell.
You don't
it looked
see
like
that.
he just got underneath it a little bit, but it's hard to tell.
You don't see that very often from him.
No, you don't.
You're right. There's no breeze either. I mean, there's that flag is not moving.
No. It's dead calm here.
Feels like it's the middle of August, too, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far, and now McPherson up under center. No, he's in shotgun. My fault. I saw the fullback move up. So McPherson out of the shotgun, takes it left side, big hole. McPherson out to the 49, a gain of 10 yards, and a Reed Custer first down. So Brendan Moran on the stop.
Yeah, good thing for Moran, because if he doesn't grab him from behind, he's probably gone.
Well, it's like we said, Reed Custer seeing some base things from Wilmington in the first half, and then you'll start getting some different looks in the second half based on that.
Yeah, we haven't seen that.
Nope.
That's
not just a direct run like that anymore.
Not direct run.
The RPO thing maybe, but not the direct run. 2 receivers to either side. McPherson out of the gun again, swings it far side. This is out inside the 45 to the 40, up the sideline, down inside the 35 to the 33 on the reception from Mormon. And that will be a gain of 18 yards and a Reed Custer first down.
First down, Reed Custer.
So 1st and 10 from the Wilmington 33. Just like that, Reed Custer moving the football.
2 plays, I think, right?
Yep. Like we said, you got to play all 4 quarters.
Yes.
Particularly against this team. 2 receivers to either side, 10:55 and counting. McPherson trying to get off the near side. And this inside the 30 down near the 25. That'll be a gain of about 7, close to 8. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 2.
Well, I don't think I have to say anything for that, John.
I don't know if there is anything you can say for that. 2nd down and 2. I mean, there were all kinds of things there that you could have gone with, but we'll just let that play stand. 2nd down and 2. Again, 2 receivers to either side. McPherson, again out of the shotgun, drops back, trying to get away, fires incomplete over the head of the intended receiver, Connor Esparza.
You had Carson Hansen putting the pressure on him. He came in unblocked, forced that throw.
So it'll be 3rd down and a short 2, basically 3rd down and a yard. So again, 2 receivers to either side. McPherson out of the shotgun. Takes the snap himself up the middle. Gets down to near the 21-yard line. A gain of about 3 yards and a Reed Custer first down. So 1st down and 10 from the Wilmington 21. The Wildcats coaching staff looking for what should be a legal procedure on McPherson for moving forward at the snap, but so far that's been allowed to happen. Handoff goes up the middle to Kassem. He's stacked up and thrown backwards from the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 2.
Yeah, McPherson's just kind of leaning forward right at the snap or a fraction of a second before the ball.
There's been times where it's been almost a full step, but like there, it's kind of a lean.
That was just a lean on that one.
And Coach Rentz over on the sideline talking to the official there for that exact same reason about leaning into the snap as opposed to just staying still. So 9 minutes to go in the third. Down to 10 seconds to go in on this play clock. 2nd down and 8 from the Wilmington 19. Trips receivers to the far side, one to the near. McPherson out of the gun. Hands it to Kassem. He's stacked up and thrown out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. That'll be a gain of a yard, maybe 2. So 8:25 and counting now.
Sorry for laughing. I forgot how much fun it is to be up here around the press box.
It's entertaining, I'll tell you that. Some days more than others. Trips receivers to the far side, one to the near. McPherson out of the shotgun. 3rd and 6 from the Wilmington 18. Swing pass near side. That is caught and is going to go for a touchdown. Ryan Bannis tried to knock down the throw. Is caught by Gerolds. And as Bannis swiped at it, Gerolds went into the end zone, and it's game tied at 13 with 8:02 to go in the third quarter. So extra point upcoming here for the Comets. Well, we said it doesn't take them long if it's working. The snap is up high, and the flag comes down.
That's going to be a.
That was an odd situation. Was that Richards that just jumped over everyone on the offensive line?
Yeah.
Well, there's a penalty now. I don't know what that.
Yeah, he was just trying to guess the snap, and they got him.
Well, now they're asking if they want the penalty.
Right.
So I guess they're going to try this again. It's declined, which is interesting because Reed Custer, well, I guess they really wouldn't gain much. So we'll try this again. And that is a false start.
There we go.
Kick goes through, but it is a false start on Reed Custer.
Yeah, it looked like the guard was taken off.
Well, he might have missed the kick anyway. At least the press box saying it was missed. Well, now there's a discussion. This is an odd situation. It might be a dead ball penalty.
Yeah.
So they're going to redo the kick because it's considered before you actually run the play. Right. So that'll back it up. And once again, Brandon Moorman will attempt to kick. This has been an odd night in a lot of ways. A little bit of a slow snap. And this kick goes through.
He just
and Reed Custer leads it 14-13 with 8:02 to go in the third quarter.
Boy, there's a lot of stuff going on there on that extra point. Holy cow.
All right, we'll take a break. Come back with more Cats football here in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Wilmington Pizzeria is located at 205 East Baltimore Street in Wilmington. They have pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and a full selection of family meal deals. They offer pickup and delivery too. Wilmington Pizzeria is open Monday through Thursday, 10:30 to 9, and Friday and Saturday from 10:30 to 10. Call Wilmington Pizzeria at 815-476-7011. That's 815-476-7011.
So 14-13 is the lead for Reed Custer with 8:02 to go in the third quarter. So Noah Windsor gets set to kick it off here, right to left. So approach here. Hums down, bounces off the face mask of, I believe that's Colin James. And I can't tell. It might be Bannis. From here, yeah, it is James. At the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that was immediately covered up by, I think it was Eddie Gadd on the comments.
Well, things not going so well at the moment for Wilmington. We'll see if they can bounce back here. Trailing 14-13, 7:59 to go in the third quarter. So the Cats,
well, John, we got a lot of field to eat clock up.
That's true. And again, things don't change for Wilmington. You have to use a ton of clock, get points on the board, and keep Reed Custer's offense off. Off the right side and slipping to the ground off the cuts after a gain of a yard, maybe 2. Is that? Holy smokes, I can't even tell.
I don't know who it was, yeah.
I think it might have been Friddle, but I don't know. From here, it's complete guessing game half the time.
Yeah.
At least with these jerseys on.
Yeah, it's tough.
So a gain of a yard, and Wilmington desperately needs some offensive momentum. Again, back to the double wing here. Mentz up under center. And Mentz to pass, fires it downfield. That should have been intercepted. I mean, that was right through the hands.
That was Peyton Bradley back there in coverage. I don't know how he missed that.
I mean, that certainly looked like that could have been a pick. But if that pass is thrown a little bit over the top, had open receiver as well. So,
well, there's your second pass.
Yeah. Well, now Wilmington is in a situation where they really don't want to be, and that's 3rd and 9. Again, back to 8 seconds on the clock. Wilmington's going to have to hurry up. Down to 5 seconds. Get up to the line of scrimmage here. 2-1, and they snap the ball. Mentz going to keep it himself. That doesn't go anywhere. And now Wilmington going to be forced to punt the ball away.
I'm not sure why that play took so long to get in there.
I mean,
that's happened a little bit this year on and off.
That offensive series was not good. And now the Cats will be forced to punt. And at this point, you're playing right into the hands of Reed Custer in the way they want the second half to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Richards to kick it away, 4th down and 9. As he'll let it go. And it will bounce into Reed Custer territory, but barely at the 49-yard line. And now all of a sudden, Reed Custer has all the momentum.
Reed Custer will take over at its own 49-yard line, be 1st and 10 for the Commons.
1st and 10 for Reed Custer from the 49, 6:26.
Actually, right on the 50.
On the third quarter. Well, yeah, I guess they're going to put it on the 50. Well, now the Wildcats need to find out something defensively, at least to get a stop here. As 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. And again, McPherson moving at the snap, comes near side trying to get the corner.
That's coming back.
And it gets inside the 50 down to the 45. McPherson shoved out of bounds, grabs that right knee. There is a flag down. It will be a hold on the Comets. So that will back him up. I mean, every single time, though, McPherson is leaning forward at the snap. Almost.
He's got that down, I'll tell you what. I mean, he's really good at it.
So it'll be 1st and 19.
Yeah, why is that only 9 yards?
Well, it's from holdings from the spot.
Oh, from the spot, that's right.
Threw it at the 49, so. The way things have gone tonight.
I forgot about that. I forgot that's from the spot, John. Thanks.
People are questioning a lot of things tonight. All right, 2 receivers to either side. McPherson out of what looks to be the pistol now on 1st and 19 from their own 41. Jots back, fires far side, And a gain of 5, maybe 6 yards on the pass play to Mormon.
Yeah.
Mormon is complete. Bring up a 2nd and 13 for Custer.
So 2nd down, 13, 5:36 and counting here in the third quarter. And Wilmington basically tailor-made here to get a stop, and the Cats need to take advantage of it. Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far. Out of the shotgun is McPherson, takes the snap, and now we'll keep it up the middle inside the Wilmington 40, down near the 38-yard line, and a gain of about 15 more on the carry for McPherson.
He had a nice big hole on that side. Seeing more and more of him carrying the ball. They're working that in a little bit more on the offense.
Well, and you saw for most of the first half, they went to Kassem over and over. And now Kassem is, I don't want to say an afterthought, but it's approaching that. 2 receivers to either side. Again, pistol formation again. McPherson hands it off to Kassem. And that's a gain of a yard, maybe 2. It'll bring up 2nd down and long. As soon as I mentioned Kassem, there you go. So 2nd down and 8.
2nd down and 8 for Custer.
Down to 4:25 to go in the third. So again, 2 receivers to either side. Now Kassem moves up near the line. Swing pass outside. McPherson, that's caught inside the 35, down near the 30-yard line. A gain of about 7 more. I believe that's Eddie Gazd again.
It was, yeah.
Bring up 3rd down and 2. And right now, Wilmington is not coming up with defensive stops. They're getting up chunks of yards every single down. 3rd down and a couple. McPherson going to keep it. He's going to get the first down to the Wilmington 26. A gain of about 5 more. So 3:35 and counting.
Haven't seen a lot of blitzing.
There hasn't been much. Well,
No.
and part of your problem is McPherson, they're just short routes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just getting rid of the football in a hurry.
Right.
So, I mean, even if you are sending pressure, it's difficult to get there. And I believe that's Kassem again.
Yes.
He gets stacked up after a gain of about a yard. So down to 3 minutes to go in the third. Comets will face a 2nd and 9 here. I'm kind of back to you, though. You know, passing the football and having McPherson run, that's been kind of easy.
Yeah.
Flip pass out to the outside as that's wrapped up after pass completed to Mormon for about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Go to the other side. Go to the other side, okay?
Bring up 3rd down and 7. Down to 2:15 to go in the third. Again, I think if you read Custer, this is 4-down territory. So really for the Comets, you want to pick up 3 or 4 yards here and make it manageable on 4th down if you don't get the first down. McPherson fires a pass incomplete. That was just miscommunication.
Yeah.
Receiver took off, didn't come back. And it will be 4th down.
Gadigan. Yeah, he was heading down the field. McPherson thought he was going to stop.
Well, if you're Wilmington now,
short pass.
you know, you were mentioning blitz right here.
Yeah.
Send everybody and their brother.
Yeah.
So 4th down and 7.
Let's see what Coach Range draws up here.
2 receivers to either side. Big play here tonight. Out of the shotgun, McPherson drops back, Swing
Little
pass
screen.
out, and that gets blown up in a hurry. As that's going to end up being a loss of 3 or 4 yards.
So that was a
pass to Elliott Kassam.
That was a little screen, John, and the Cat defense saw that coming.
So technically, that's a completed pass, but
there's three dark purple jerseys right around that receiver.
So 1:54 to go in the third, and now Wilmington will have it 1st and 10 on the 28-yard line of Wilmington. The Cats need to move the ball on offense here. Out of the double wing, pitch comes right side. This across the 30, out near the 32-yard line. Be a gain of 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6. So Friddle with a gain of 4. Bring up 2nd down and 6. So again, back to the double wing here. Boy, there's a lot of emotion in this game tonight.
Yeah, there is.
So pitch comes near side. This gets stacked up. Maybe a loss of a couple there, or at least loss of a yard. They'll bring up 3rd down and long. Trying to see who ended up. I guess that's Friddle again.
That was Friddle, yeah. Yeah, there's just nothing going on there.
Down to 50 seconds to go on the quarter, and Wilmington again just struggling to get anything going offensively. So ball across the 30 to near the 31-yard line. So everybody packed in here. 3rd down and 7. Underneath on the counter, around the corner, 35, out to the 40, and I believe that's Colin James who picks up the 1st down. A gain of 11 yards and a Wilmington 1st down.
So that was a pretty nice deception, and that's that double wing deception coming into play on that one. They pounded the ball with Friddle, and then they faked it to him, and they gave it to James, and he went around the other side.
Yeah, the interesting thing is Colin James hasn't had a carry in the 3rd quarter yet. So now, of course, Wilmington hasn't had the ball much.
Not much, no.
In the 3rd quarter.
Right.
1st and 10 from the Wilmington 41. Underneath, across the 40, out across the 45 to near the 46-yard line on the carry. That's Friddle. He'll pick up 5 more.
And that's the quarter.
And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Wilmington trails 14-13. At the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with quarter number 4 in a moment. Wait, hold on 1 second. Hold on a second here. There's a flag on the far sideline. I mean, both sidelines are pretty heated, and
yeah, there's a lot. Like you said, there's a lot of motion.
I don't even know what's going on the Reed Custer sideline.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But there is a flag on the other side.
Is that a sideline warning? So help me, if we get a sideline warning.
Well, it wouldn't be the guy on the other side, would it? On the Reed Custer side, throwing a flag on us.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me necessarily at this
true.
point. I don't know what.
So I'm not sure what.
I'm not even
on here. I'm going to say that Wilmington's going to get another play out of this.
We're not going to take a break for the end of the quarter because whatever's going on here is much more interesting.
Oh, no, they're not. Sorry, John. They're changing the quarter. So whatever happened on the other side.
It's like bizarro world tonight. Like, what? Is there a penalty? Is there not a penalty? Is there?
Haven't seen I'm thinking there's a sideline warning. Haven't seen the guy in the white hat give any indication yet.
Well, they're still talking about it.
Yeah, I know they are, yeah. He's not going to do anything.
Are you going to tell the press box at all what anything that just was? Apparently not. So we're just going to go with we don't know.
We don't know.
That's what we're going to go with.
Mystery flag.
I mean, my goodness. All right, second down and 5. The Cats have it at their own 46. Mens up under center. Pitch comes left side. Big hole. This is James all the way down to the Reed Custer 45. A gain of 9 yards and a Wilmington first down.
Boy, I tell you, James has gotten some nice runs tonight. And he's finishing them nice, too.
And what's hard about that is he gets behind some of those bigger offensive linemen.
Right.
And it's hard to get to him.
It is, yeah.
He's a smaller guy.
Yeah.
So you got to get through the lineman. He just sneaks right inside a couple of guys and stays there.
Right.
So first down and 10 from the Reed Custer 45. 11:30 to go in the game. Pitch comes left side. James again. Turns ahead. Turns nothing into a gain of about 3. So I'll bring up second down and a long 7, maybe a short 8. Well, you kind of knew coming into this that it would be one of those games where one or two things, big plays or something, was going to decide it, and it looks like that might be the case. A low-scoring battle. 10:55 to go in the game. Everything packed in out of the double wing. Second down and 8. James in motion again. Underneath it comes to Hansen. Big hole! Carson Hansen gets inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line before he's tripped up. A gain of 10 yards and a Wilmington first down.
That's that double wing deceptive,
Well, and the weird part about that, again, it looked like Carson was like a foot, beginning of the run. All of a sudden, he's got one tip on his foot, and he's almost in the end zone again. A couple of times, it's been just a little bit of a trip up right at the last second. First down and 10 from the 33-yard line. In motion goes, I believe is that James again? Gets the pitch, cuts it back inside the 25, all the way down near the 22-yard line. And James will pick up 11 yards and a Wilmington first down.
That's just really good vision on James's part. I don't think that ball was supposed to go into that hole, but he saw a seam over there, and it was like a counter.
Yep, bouncing it back.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just cut back and had the defense going one way. And
I mean, I'm at the point now, keep giving him the ball over and over at the moment until somebody stops that. I mean, he's churning up yards like crazy. First and 10 from the 23 of Reed Custer. Handoff Hansen right side. He bangs inside the 20. Down near the 18-yard line. Another nice chunk of yards.
Yeah, Hansen's starting to get 4 or 5 yards of carry now.
So Carson Hansen.
And he may break one, like you said, John. He may break one here.
He's been close.
Yeah.
Just that little swipe of the toes is all that's kept him, well, maybe not scoring, but getting 20, 30 yards at least.
Right.
9:25 and counting. Wilmington hanging on to the football. Second down and 5 from the Reed Custer 18-yard line. Again, back to the double wing. Mens up under center. Everything packed in. Pitch goes to Friddle. There's just nothing there.
They've got that side of the line pretty well covered.
Again, I'm coming back to you go with what's working. If James and Hansen is what's working, go with James and Hansen. I mean, I think, what do you think here? Go for it on fourth down if we get there, or try to kick a field goal?
No, I think you go for it.
I don't know. Usually I'm decisive on those things.
Yeah.
Not so sure at the moment. All right, third down and 4. Underneath, James gets to the outside, inside the 15, inside the 10. James down to around the 9, maybe the 8-yard line.
Nice run.
And another first down off a gain of 9 yards.
He just kept sliding that outside, and there was a lot of grass out there. And you don't have to worry about going for it on first down now, John.
So now if you look at Colin James in the second half, his carries are 11, 9, 3, 11, 9.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really doing some damage in the second half. All right, so approaching 8 minutes to go on the clock. Everything packed in. Mens up under center. Pitch back to Friddle inside the 10.
He's in.
Friddle is in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Wilmington! 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cats are back on top. 19-14 with 7:55 to go in the fourth quarter.
Nice run, but you got to give credit to the offensive line on that one. They gave him a little seam up front, right where he's supposed to go, and he took advantage of it, as he's done all year.
So the Cats will go for 2 here. There's really no point in kicking the extra point. So the Cats will face a 2-point conversion, which is extremely important with 7:55 to go on the clock, and Wilmington now leading 19-14. Mr. James, where are you?
Yeah.
Nope, now it's Friddle off the left side. He's in! Jacob Friddle on a 2-point conversion. And Wilmington leads it 21-14 with 7:55 to go in the game. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more Cats football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
We'll talk.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com.
Touchdown.
21-14 is the lead for Wilmington. 7:55 to go in the game. Alan Richards set to kick off, and boy, if you, anytime more than now, need a touchback from Alan Richards.
Yeah, let's see if he can poke this into the end zone. So that was Mentz that scored on that 2-point conversion for the people at home. And he was pumped up when he came back to the sideline. That's a sophomore. Right? A sophomore, right, John?
Who's that?
Mentz, sophomore?
Junior, I believe.
Junior.
Approach here, kick deep, comes back, bounces inside the 5, and
goes
rolls into the end zone.
Wow.
And that will be a touchback, so we'll come out to the 20-yard line with 7:55 to go in the game.
Why he didn't come up and catch that?
I'm not sure, but he at least got a break that he didn't touch the football in advance. All right, well, we're going to find out a lot about Reed Custer right here. Down 7 with 7:55 to go in the game. Can they mount a late drive here to tie this thing up? And can the Wilmington defense, the number 1 ranked team in 3A, come up with a stop against the number 9 team in 3A? So 2 receivers to either side. McPherson will try to get up. Now down to 2 seconds. 1 second.
Nope. That's a delay.
And a delay of game. Wow. There was all kinds of miscommunication.
McPherson was trying to get that ball snapped, and he just couldn't get it snapped.
So he had to use a timeout. They did get the timeout instead of the penalty, but still, all kinds of miscommunication. And
that was close.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they gave him a timeout on that. That was so close.
Well, the Cats lead at 21-14. Quick commercial break. Be back here in just a moment on the network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's.
All right, 1st and 10 for Reed Custer after the timeout to begin the drive. And now trips packed into the far side. Pitch goes off the left side. Kassem with a nice run on 1st down. Takes it out across the 25 to near the 27. A gain of maybe 7, close to 8. And it'll bring up 2nd down and short. Kassem has been held in check for the most part tonight. He's had a run of 22 yards for a touchdown and another run of 20 yards. But other than that, there haven't been any other double-digit runs and a lot of 1, 2, and 3-yard runs tonight. 2nd down and 3. McPherson rolls right side, looking downfield, swings a pass back down the far sideline. That is caught out across the 40 to near the 45-yard line. Caught by Connor Esparza for a gain of 18.
Yeah, I don't know who was in coverage over there, but he had no clue the ball was even in the air. The receiver totally reacted to that, did a nice job coming back to the ball and making an adjustment, but the Wildcat cover guy had no clue.
And now you're starting to get those little different, I wouldn't call them trick plays necessarily.
Yeah,
but
not quite yet. Not what we saw on film yet.
So 2 receivers to either side. McPherson out of the pistol. Hands it off the right side. Kassem's going to get a couple of yards, and that's about it. Bring up 2nd down and 8. He's a tough runner, too.
Yeah.
Elliott usually carries 1 or 2 guys with him. Boy, Wilmington up front tonight has done a pretty good job. You look across that defensive line with D'Angelo and Nick Sanford. You got Brendan Moran out there, Hanson, Richards. Swing pass far side. That is caught up the sideline inside the 50 and down to near the 46-yard line on a gain of about 7. Looks like Connor Esparza again with the reception.
Cats had a guy coming in. I still don't know who that is over there. Who's over there in coverage over there, John? Do you know? On the far side.
I think it's Banis. He's
Banis?
not on the near side, so I think it's all the way on that far sideline. I'm pretty sure is Banis. So 3rd down and a yard. McPherson going to keep it off this side. Has tons of room up the sideline inside the 30 and runs out of bounds at the 26. That'll be a gain of 20 yards for McPherson and a 1st down. So 5:28 to go in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that time I think they just caught, I don't know what Coach Reentz had on defensively, but there was no purple jerseys on this side of the field. They had a lot of room to run.
So play clock down to 12. Trips receivers to the far side, 1 back to the near. McPherson out of the shotgun here. 5:28 to go in the 4th quarter. McPherson swing pass out the far side. Oh! And it was almost intercepted.
Yeah.
That bounced off the hands of the intended receiver and almost picked off.
Down. I think that's Mormon is down.
Mormon was blocking. It might have been Hanson on the far side. I thought he was going to pick off the pass while he was being blocked.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Oh, it looks like a cramp Mormon's got.
So Mormon cramping up. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10, and that was almost a disaster for Reed Custer. And bring up 2nd down and 10. They're working on Mormon in the middle of the field. Let's go ahead and take a break. Be back here in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
Well, Reed Custer on the move down to the Wilmington 26-yard line, 2nd down and 10 with 5:23 to go in the game. The Cats leading it 21-14. Again, trips receivers now 2 receivers to the near side and 2 to the far. Kassem just behind McPherson out of the pistol formation. 1 receiver in motion. McPherson going to keep it himself,
again,
trying to get the corner. And
nice
will
job,
not quite get there.
Nice
as
job.
Banis makes a tackle after a gain of 5, close to 6.
Yeah.
That was such a tough play to defend.
Yeah. Banis covered a lot of ground pretty quick to get to McPherson.
Bring up 3rd and 5. McPherson, by the way, a 6'2", 200-pound junior, and you would think there's not a lot of speed at 6'2", 200 pounds. He can run.
He can run.
So 3rd down and 5 from the Wilmington 21-yard line. Again, 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Reed Custer going left to right here. McPherson drops back, fires a pass, almost intercepted. Bannis jumped that route, intended for Dylan Geraltz, and it'll bring up 4th down and 5. That was almost a pick six.
That was really close too, yep. So the Cats have made some adjustments on that, on these formations and these little quick outs. They're starting to jump those passes. Bannis almost had one on that one too.
All right, 4th down and 5 for Reed Custer. Ball at the Wilmington 21-yard line. Huge play for both sides here tonight. McPherson out of the shotgun this time with Kassem to his left. Out of 4th down, and we have a timeout to Wilmington, I do believe, right before the snap.
Yes, timeout to Wilmington.
And we will take a break. Come back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
4th down and 5 for Reed Custer from the Wilmington 21-yard line. Out of the timeout, the Cats looking for one more defensive stop.
And it's going to come down to the wire, John. I think maybe 5 people have left, maybe.
Oh, yeah, everything's packed here still.
Yeah.
This has been an unbelievable night, no matter what happens. McPherson out of the shotgun will take the snap. And double handoff. Basically a reverse, and what a play made on the far side!
Nice play.
Gain of 3 yards, and that's it.
Oh, but there's a flag. Flag just went over. So
there's a flag late, but that's got to be after the play.
Yeah, I think it was after the play.
So that'll be after the play.
Was that Friddle that came over?
It was either Friddle or Bannis. I can't, from this far over, I can't tell. There's no way this can be a first down. That's got to be after the play is over.
Definitely dead ball.
If they call that anything else, that's going to be something else. And that should be after. It is first down Wilmington. So the Cats will have it 1st and 10.
Wildcats, take over.
And now all Wilmington has to do is get a couple of first downs.
Yeah, right.
We say that. All you got to do is.
Exactly, yeah.
So
they're starting from, was that a personal foul? I didn't see what he said.
It was unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay, all right.
So it goes back, I think it was either Bannis. Honestly, I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell
who was
either.
over there, but what a play, man. That was an unbelievable tackle on the basically a reverse.
Right.
And it looked for sure like Mormon was going to get the first down, and then all of a sudden, he's tackled after a gain of 3 yards. And Wilmington has it 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Now this game is far from over. Pitch comes right side. That gets stacked up after a gain of a couple. Does Reed Custer elect to use a timeout? No, they do not.
They've got 2, and the Cats have got 2.
So a gain of a couple.
2nd and 9 for the Cats.
I'm going to come right back to
Well, we need a first down here, John. We need a first down. I say we.
Right. So let's see what Wilmington elects to do. 2nd down and 8 from about the 12-yard line. Down to 3:40 to go in the game. Mentz up under center. Handoff underneath. This is James across the 15 out near the 20. He's close to a first down.
Yeah.
They're going to mark him down just shy of the first down at the 18.
Shy, or is he?
I think he's just shy of the first down.
They're taking this guy's mark over here. The guy on the far side had him past the marker. Did you see the cut James had?
Yeah,
he
he's
came
really,
right into, I don't know who was blocking out here.
he has been phenomenal.
Yeah, that was a amazing cut back to the middle of the field.
I'm telling you.
That got him
go
5 more
back
yards.
to Colin James. The guy has been working tonight. 3rd down and a yard. Here we go. 3rd and a yard for the Cats from their own 18. This is Colin James. 1st down, Wilmington. Across the 20 to the 21. A gain of 3 yards.
2:57 left. Braidwood still has 2 timeouts.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of time left here.
Yeah.
So if you're Reed Custer, you get a stop here. You'll have at least 2 minutes left after using timeouts. Wilmington needs one more 1st down here to seal this victory. And the way things have kind of been trending here, Friddle on a carry and then James with a carry or two right afterwards would not surprise me a whole lot. 1st and 10 for Wilmington from the 22. Underneath Hansen, big hole. Carson Hansen across the 25, out near the 29, across the 30. Hansen has a 1st down. 1st down, Carson Hansen. An 11-yard
You're talking
run.
about finishing a runoff. He had 3 guys, had him, and he was turned backwards and just pushed his way for another yard or 2 yards to get the 1st down.
And now, all of a sudden, Wilmington controlling this.
Yeah, and Braidwood's going to have to use their timeouts here pretty quick.
So 40 seconds should come off, or excuse me, 25 seconds should come off.
We're going to be under 2 minutes here before the snap of the ball.
So 1st down and 10 for Wilmington, 1:57 and counting from the Wilmington 33. Pitch comes left side. James, big hole across the 35, out near the 40. And Wilmington will face a 2nd down and 4 after a gain of 6.
Once again, that same play. It's just this side of the left side of the Wildcat offensive line has just done a tremendously great job for James tonight. I think he should buy him a steak dinner tomorrow. Who used to do that? Somebody used to do that.
Yeah.
They used to buy the offensive line as dinner and whatnot.
So Brett Favre or somebody?
Somebody did, yeah. I think he did.
Oh wait, it was a running back.
One of the running.
Walter Payton used to do that back in the day for the Bears. He used to buy them rings and all kinds of stuff. Even back when the offensive line wasn't so. I mean, they were offensive, but in the wrong way.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and 4 for Wilmington from their own 39. 1:46 remains.
And Braidwood just took their one of their timeouts, so they've got one left after this.
All Wilmington needs to do is get one more 1st down, and this game is over. And they have a couple of downs in which to get 4 yards. And by the looks of things, Reed Custer is struggling to stop the run game of the Wildcats. You know what's really weird about this, though? These two teams might see each other come playoff time.
Oh, yeah.
It's
First
very
round.
possible.
It's very possible.
So 2nd down and 4. So back up to the line of scrimmage here. 2nd and 4. 1:46 to go. Mentz up under center. Pitch comes back to Friddle. He's going to get the 1st down. Friddle across the 45 out to the 48. A gain of 8 yards and a Wilmington 1st down. I could tell some people fired up in the press box.
Yeah, just a tad. I used to think the coaches got fired up about that. This is.
Yeah,
I forgot how loud it gets up here.
A little bit of a madhouse.
It is. I can't believe Braidwood's not taking another timeout here.
The Cats, all they need to do is take a knee. This game is over.
Braidwood's got one more timeout there, John. You think that's it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, one more timeout. Pitch back to Friddle across midfield. Friddle into Reed Custer territory all the way down to the 42-yard line. Jacob Friddle with a gain of 11 yards and a Wilmington 1st down with 1:14 to go in the 4th quarter. So the Cats will get 1st and 10 from the Reed Custer 42. So the Cats will take a knee. Up under center is Ryder Mentz. Down to 50 seconds to go. So Ryder to take a knee. And there'll be one more snap, and this game will be over as the Cats again will pick up a victory. 21-14 tonight over Reed Custer. Boy, and if you don't think a regular season game means anything to anybody, just come watch this one. So first or second down and 11 is, again, Mentz will be up under center. He'll take a knee, and that'll do it as the Cats win it tonight, 21-14 over Reed Custer. Back with more of our postgame show in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. Warren's Collision Center is now at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. They accept all insurance companies, and as always, customer service is their top priority. Contact Warren's Collision at 815-458-3300, stop by online at warrenscollision.com, or visit in person at 860 Easy Street in Braidwood. Warren's Collision Center is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Wilmington Pharmacy proudly accepts all insurance plans and can easily transfer your prescriptions. They also offer delivery and a drive-through window. Wilmington Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and 9 to 4 on Saturday. Stop by at 600 West Baltimore Street in Wilmington or call Wilmington Pharmacy at 815-926-1770. That's 815-926-1770. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred & Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred & Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred & Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today. Wilmington Pizzeria is located at 205 East Baltimore Street in Wilmington. They have pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and a full selection of family meal deals. They offer pickup and delivery too. Wilmington Pizzeria is open Monday through Thursday, 10:30 to 9, and Friday and Saturday from 10:30 to 10. Call Wilmington Pizzeria at 815-476-7011. That's 815-476-7011.
Back here on the Christian Internet Sports Network on our postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair, at 815-458-3300. The Cats win it tonight, 21-14 over Reed Custer in what felt like a late season playoff game. Wow, what a matchup that was tonight. All right, we'll have a check of the IHSA Football scoreboard right now, brought to you by Odekirk Allred & Associates. In the Illinois Central 8, Coal City 35-7 up on Mantino. That's in the third quarter. Streeter and Piatone are tied at 21. That game in the fourth quarter now. Herscher and Lyle I don't know if this is right or not, but no score in the third quarter for Hirscher. Wow, that's crazy. Other scores from 3A, Monticello 21-0 up on Rantoul. IC Catholic leads Wheaton 20-10 in the third. Tolono Unity 28-6 over Pontiac. That's in the second quarter. Williamsville 52-28 over North Mac in the third quarter. Byron 56-7 over Rock Falls. That's in the second quarter. Princeton defeated Newman Central Catholic tonight 41-0. It was Farmington 51-12 over Rushville Industry. That is now a final as well. Montini Catholic 7-3 over Providence Catholic. Your El Paso Gridley 9-7 over your Eureka. So Plainfield North 14-7 over Oswego at the half. Manuka 14-10 over Oswego East in the second quarter. Woodstock 24-20 over Ottawa in the third. It's Conant 24-17 over Palatine. Richards defeated Blue Island tonight 14-3. Scroll through a few more here. St. Joseph Ogden leads Bloomington Central Catholic 12-0 at the half. It's Richmond Burton 35-20 over Sycamore. That's in the third quarter. And Yorkville a 14-0 lead on West Aurora. That's in the third quarter. Aurora Christian trails St. Francis 42-10. That game is now at the half. DeKalb defeated by Wabanzi Valley 28-10. It's Clifton Central over Dwight 40-6 in the fourth quarter. Bolingbrook defeats Homewood Flossmoor tonight 20-6. Iroquois West 33-13 up on Moments in the third quarter. Joliet Catholic 35-7 over St. Lawrence. That's in the fourth. Morris holds a one-touchdown lead over Canelan 35-28. That's in the third quarter. Let's see. Bradley Bourbonnais 33-21 over Lincoln Way Central. That's in the third quarter. Lockport defeats Lincoln Way West 21-13 tonight. And back to the Illinois Central 8. Coal City 35-7 up on Mantino. And the third quarter, Streeter and Piatone tied at 21 in the fourth quarter. It's a full check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk All Red and Associates. Be sure to stick around. We'll talk to the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Raints, here in just a few minutes. We'll also have a full rundown of your stats tonight. We'll take one more break. We'll come back with a check of your stats and then interview with Coach Raints. We'll do that in just a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's.
All right, 21-14 is the win for Wilmington tonight over Reed Custer as the Cats go to 6-0. Reed Custer will drop to 5-1. And we'll get to our final check of our stat totals here, brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. And Jeff Dillon helping me out tonight. Boy, I kind of threw you into the deep end really quick.
See if you can figure out what I wrote down there, John. For
Reed Custer tonight, Jake McPherson ends up with 45 yards rushing. Brandon Moorman with 5 yards rushing. Elliot Kassem had 74 yards rushing tonight, including touchdown. Reed Custer on the night, 12 rushing attempts for 69 yards and a touchdown. Jake McPherson through the air was 10 of 14 for 109 yards. A lot of that gone to Brandon Moorman, who ended up with 52 2 yards receiving, I think. I'm trying to add those two things together in my head. In any case, Connor Esparza, 2 receptions for 25 yards, and Eddie Gazd with 39 yards receiving, 1 catch in the second half for him. On the night, 69. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, I see what you did here. All right. So 118 yards rushing total for Reed Custer here tonight. Through the air, they had 109 yards passing. So that's 227 total yards on the night for Reed Custer. Listen, you're not going to get fired. By the way, you're not getting paid either. But
I'm going to grab a couple pieces of pizza before I leave. If that counts, I don't know if it counts.
Well, Wilmington on the night ended up with 276 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Jacob Friddle ended up with the score. Colin James did as well. Ryder Mintz was 0 for 2 through the air, I think.
Yeah.
So you add all that together, 276 yards more or less for Wilmington. So 276 to 227 in yardage. And really, all the specifics aren't that important. What it really comes down to is Friddle, Colin James, and Hanson behind that Wilmington offensive line really did the job tonight. Ball control. They got points when they needed to get them. The defense got stops and turnovers when they needed to get those. And the Wildcats get out of here with a 21-14 win.
That's a big win. Really, which either team wins tonight, it's a big win for either program. Maybe even bigger for Braidwood.
Yeah.
Considering their last history of last 20 years or whatever. But I got to say, Ryder Mintz, he steps in game number 2.5 or whatever when he did come in the third game.
Early. Yeah.
He has really run the offense well since he's been in, and tonight I think he took a step forward, showing that he's the future quarterback for this team.
Yeah,
he really runs the offense well. Does a nice job back there. He got the 2-point conversion tonight. Good for him. So
they've just been very good controlling the line of scrimmage and moving the football, and a lot of that does go to Ryder. There are times tonight where getting that play really late, and he's got to get out there and get it going. I think there was only one time where the Cats ended up using a timeout. And other than that, though, they managed to get up to the line of scrimmage. The other time was kind of a little herky-jerky when they actually got to get the play off. But every other time tonight, he had things ready to go. Everybody stepped up. You could tell from the first snap tonight that Wilmington was ready to play football. And there's some weeks where, they're kind of ready to go, but they're not fired up. Tonight,
maybe it takes them a couple series or something. But tonight, both teams were ready to go from the onset for sure.
It felt like a very late in the season playoff game.
Yes.
I mean, there was a huge crowd. Everybody was into it.
It is Game 6.
Yeah, basically.
It's not a playoff game, but it is Game 6, and it's coming down to crunch time for a lot of teams. Now, Wilmington and Braidwood are obviously going to make the playoffs.
Right.
This year. That's not a question mark for either team, but.
But you do want to make sure that seeding is where you want to be.
Right. So, and Wilmington put a dent in Braidwood's average points per game tonight and so on and so forth, which is not that big of a deal. In my mind, that's not a big deal.
No. I don't think so either, but it shows that the defense can do the job when they need to get it done.
Right. So, okay, well, thank you, John, again, for pulling me off the sidelines like 2 minutes into the game.
Look, you came up here at last minute, literally texted you as the game was started, like, hey, you want to come up here and do this?
Yeah.
So I appreciate you stepping in.
Yeah.
But,
while I'm standing next to the wife, I said, look, John wants me to come out. You need my help. See you later, honey. She had to walk home.
All right, so you can hand your headset off there to Coach Raines. Thank you, though. I really do.
Coach Raines.
I appreciate it.
And we'll see you Wednesday night.
So, all right, sounds good. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. Who knows? I might need help. I'll text you in the future from here. Coach Jeff Raines joining us here on the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Coach, that was coming into this, you kind of knew that was going to be a big night, both teams ready to go. But what got our attention right off the top was that both teams were truly fired up and ready for this game. It felt like a late season playoff game more than it did a Week 6 game.
I would say that from a crowd standpoint of view, that's for a regular season game, that ranks up there when, I remember one time we played Coal City where we were both ranked, and this place looked like it did tonight. And so, hey, good for both communities. I mean, that's great high school football right there. The biggest takeaway I take from this tonight is we beat a really good football team. Reed Custer has a ton of weapons, and the McPherson kid at quarterback, the Kasem kid at running back, they're wideouts. I mean, they're big, they're strong, they're fast, and our kids hung in there. Defensively, bend don't break, made the fourth down plays, and offensively, we do what we do. We ran the football well. We hung on our offensive line, and Friddle, Jamesy, and Carson Hansen had a great night. So, but that's it's a credit to both schools, and my hat's off to Reed Custer. We could see each other again in the playoffs. But obviously we're happy with tonight's win.
And it was really interesting seeing, we kind of knew after halftime that there were going to be some wrinkles thrown in from the Reed Custer side of things, and they went a lot more run heavy with McPherson, and then some of these, pass back kind of things across the field. And your guys seemed to catch up to that pretty quick.
No, we did, and when it was a chess match a little bit between coaching staffs. We would make a change, then they would make a change. And the thing that was so tough is because they can run and pass, McPherson, it's McPherson. Mm-hmm. Because he can run and pass so well, then you throw in Kasem at running back and then the receivers. You got to cover up so many things. And there's 2 or 3 times that I blitzed, and they caught me. And I took a chance, and every time, they got me big. One was for the second touchdown. But obviously, us scoring the touchdown there at the end, getting the 2 points too at the end was huge. But great playoff atmosphere, like you guys said. Great for our kids. Happy homecoming to all of our Wilmington faithful who were here. And again, my hat's off to Reed Custer. That's a great football game there.
The one thing I was thinking tonight too is how nice it is to get back to this kind of atmosphere. I know there was football last year, but kind of parents only. Felt like an old school, late season deal, and particularly at this time of year in the world's history, to have that here, it's kind of a nice escape for people to come here and just enjoy that.
And that's good to hear. I'm glad they're enjoying it because my heart's racing about 5,000 miles an hour on the sideline. John, geez, you want to, hey, Reese, how you doing down there? Oh, I'm having a ball, John. This is great.
Hey, I could tell. Some of those calls tonight, it was great. Like they're having a nice conversation on the sideline.
But this is what high school sports does. It brings people together. Look at Reed Custer's crowd. I mean, that was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was amazing what they did. They're fired up. We're fired up. We just landed the last blow, and we're fortunate from that standpoint. So,
speaking of which, the fourth down stop on the far side. Yeah. Do you know who made that play? Because I couldn't tell from here.
I couldn't tell. I thought maybe it was Bannis. Chances are it's probably Richards, but I thought Bannis came out and did a nice job. So, but a lot of things could have gone either way. Our kids hung in there. I'm really happy for them. Enjoy this tonight, and they got the homecoming dance tomorrow, and I hate to look ahead, but now we're going to Lyle.
That game drives me nuts.
I know it, and it's and we're coming off an emotional game tonight, so let's see what. Hey, I will take. Obviously, us being 6-0 and going up there and doing and trying to get some things done. So,
all right, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. We'll see you next week at a wonderful Benedictine University Stadium for a while.
All right, hey, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for everything.
All right, thank you. Coach Jeff Raints joining us here on the postgame show, brought to you by Warren's Collision Center at 815-458-3300. Warren's, where they care beyond the repair. Big thank you to Jeff Dillon for stepping in last minute tonight and helping us out. I mean, we really just kind of had to make things happen. And was waiting, thought Dad was going to get back at some point, but that ended up taking longer than we anticipated. So Jeff graciously agreed to step in at the last minute and help out, and we do appreciate that. And, boy, we hope you enjoyed everything tonight, both from the district YouTube page side of things if you're watching it, or on the network if you were listening to it as well. We appreciate you joining us. We'll see you next week from Lisle on the road. Wilmington tries to stay undefeated and the number 1 team in 3A. Is that a final? Lisle defeats Herscher 7-0. Well, I've heard of low-scoring games this year, but that's kind of ridiculous. 7-0. By the way, Piatone does end up beating Streeter, but very late in that game, 26-20. The Blue Devils get a win. Coal City blowing out Mantino. That's not a particular surprise. 42-14 in the fourth quarter. All right, we'll see you next week from Lisle.